Hey guys, Roman Trust here with Mission Forge, and we're back today working on our forge press, or log splitter, converting into a forge press. So if you haven't seen the other videos, go ahead, check them out, put the links in the description below. It's really going to kind of get you caught up on how we got from a regular log splitter into a forge press. I try to be relatively detailed enough so you guys can have an idea on what to do. Now what we're going to be doing today is we're going to attach, we got this strap here. We're going to use this strap and we're going to attach it. Now you can't see it on the camera, but there's this crossbar that goes on the bottom here. We're going to attach that to the bottom here so that way I can mount the pedal to this. And the reason for that is because when it's just sitting on the ground and you have that wire, it wants to pull the pedal because that wire's at an angle. It wants to pull it towards the ram here, to the lever here. And we don't want that. We need to keep that tension high. So by putting this on the crossbar here, I'll drill a hole or two, put a bolt through it, angle it down, all that fun stuff, and then mount this to the pedal. It should keep it in place. So that way it will always have a constant amount of tension on here and it's not going to want to force it over to the side. Then also using the strap here, I'm going to weld 2 beads or maybe small pieces of metal. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. It'll be about however wide this is, a little wider than that. Because we're going to have the strap go down in between these bars here. So there's a bar, there's one on each side. And then it will stick down, and then we're going to put a bolt through it on the bottom here. And then the reason we're going to do that is because as this compresses, this is going to want to push up a little bit. So by having this strap down and it bolted here, it's only going to allow it to, it will be loose enough so it can move forward, but not so loose that it will allow it to move up a lot. It should help keep it pretty straightforward and flat. And also, I bought these little pads to put underneath the ram here, so that way it's not going to be metal on metal. It will kind of just glide across is what I'm hoping. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, that's the game plan for today. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started. And then I can just sit there and I can actually just get a pair of pliers or channel locks and just bend that to the shape I need. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Cool. Now I just need to make one more bend. Let me see how it fits. Alright, so what I did here next was I really kind of just did it by hand. I hooked it to the bottom because I already had 3 bends in it now, technically. So what I simply did was just bent it down by hand and bent it again here so this was flat against the floor. And that's all we need. I don't need to be perfect. As long as this hole here is relatively close to the center of the bar here. See if I can get that to a little bit more, but so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a hole through here, and it should line up with the hole I have on the bottom here too. Hopefully, bolt that down. That'll hold it in place, and then I'll just cut this to a certain length. I'll get the pedal, put it down, see how long this needs to be. Cut that, and then I'll mount the pedal to this. So this will be attached to here, bolted down. Pedal will be bolted to this, and it should not move, and it shouldn't, I shouldn't have any issues with it trying to get pulled from the wire because of the ram lever there. And then what I have left over here is going to get wrapped around. Hopefully I have enough to make this hold in place. So let me get the pedal and see where I need to cut it. So let me tell you what's great about this particular strap stuff is I just use bolt cutters. And I pretty much put a good dent into where I want to cut. What's great about it is it's bendable and flexible enough that it's going to bend right where it's. I put those marks, and then you could just back and forth, and it cuts it off. Boom. So now I have it cut the length. So now all I got to do is I'm going to have to drill a couple holes. I'm going to take this whole damn thing off again, but drill just like 2 holes bolted onto this, and then that will be attached to here, and then I need to figure out how far to put it on this. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Okay, so as you can see, I got it mounted here. I just drilled a couple of holes to here, put the bracket on the bottom. Now the problem I have with the bracket, I didn't realize that, is that you can't see it now. I thought it would fit in between the feet a little better, but it doesn't, but I don't care at this point. But now, with that staying there, what can happen is it's not going to move around. As you can see though, unfortunately, because of the tension, it pulls it off to the side a little, but I don't care. It pulls on the lever here properly, and it engages the switch. So now I can adjust the tension if I need to, which I'm going to have to do once I get all this set up. So right now the next step is to work on this, get the little see if the little bushing things I put on the bottom will work. They're just like self-adhesive things, and then attach the strap. Now, all right, just trying to figure out where to place this, and then we're gonna have it towards the front of the thing here. Have a pin here, a round stock. So I'm going to start bending it this way so I know where to bend it, because I got to get under or in between this rod here. Do is then I'll have to cut this off right there, but I can then now start to more accurately this. Okay, So, got the the two beads welded on, which is fine. So that way now when this travels forward, it will stay within this area. This won't get stuck in one spot or something like that. So it'll help move the bracket along. So with that, guys, the actual construction of turning this into a forge press is 100% done. We got the bracket down for the foot pedal, which you can't see there, done. We got the bracket here put on here. We got all that attached. Got the bead put on here so that way it'll hold it in place. The press is done. Now the next step is to make the dies. And here's the funny part. While I was working on this, my steel that I ordered to make the die pieces arrived. Now this is a tool steel, and I can't remember what it is, but you have to watch the next video to see how we make these dies. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, enlightening, or whatever, go ahead, hit that like button. Also, got any comments or suggestions, leave them down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell for more notifications. With that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.